Ready?
1, 2, 3.
We are Greg and Mike, and this is our theme song. We are Greg and Mike, and this is our theme song. We are Greg and Mike, and this is our theme song. We are Greg and Mike, and welcome to our show.
All right.
So I wrote that down because I screwed it up last week, and I tried to play it off, and then when I watched it, the episode from last week, I got so a moment of self-consciousness. I haven't even watched the show yet.
I know, just 5 minutes ago, I literally just showed you the last 2 minutes of the episode. It's my love for the show is my gratuitous way of sharing the most awkward TikToks that I can find.
That was one of the pleasures. One. That was
me.
Yeah,
it is so good. And my son was like, when he saw it, he's like, "Oh my God, Dad, is it weird that the first thing I looked at was the bulge?" And I was like, a little bit.
You have to look directly there. You have to.
But I think that was his intent by squatting down like that. It was just like, I'm a gay man kitty. Yes, you are, sir. Yes, you are.
That guy has rainbow monkeys in his background or in his future.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of his screensavers.
Yeah. So ask me who I'm wearing.
Well, we have to tell everybody that this is the IRL podcast.
Oh, this is the IRL podcast.
With Greg and Mike.
Yeah.
And this is in real life. This is not a simulation that we are aware of.
There's no glitches in the show at all.
Not even a little bit.
No.
I don't even know why these people keep saying that shit. It's fucking weird. There's no glitches. We can't be NPCs if we don't glitch.
That's right.
So obviously we're not NPCs. We are main player characters.
And this show is by, for, and about
the differently able.
Yes,
we are advocates for, and this is a safe haven for.
We're pretty much proving it right now.
Yes.
At least I am.
And if you guys don't believe us, you're like, well, Mike, I get why Mike's differently abled. Greg seems really, really normal. And again, one of the other things I love sharing gratuitously is pictures of your toeless foot.
Yes.
And I'm going to scour my phone for that fucking thing. And if I don't have it, I'm definitely hitting you up for it again.
Well, I've got plenty of pictures.
Because I will share it.
I do have a video of my toe being operated on my phone. That's the other foot that I have.
I don't want to traumatize them. I just wanted maybe briefly show it and be just like, whoa, what was it, subliminal message? It was like a corpse bride, but in real life.
Well, yeah, pretty much. I mean, I've got pictures of me looking into my foot and seeing the bone and the muscle and all that stuff because I had to clean it out.
I hope you guys are watching this while you're eating.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I am your host, that guy named Mike, and to my right-hand man, my hetero life mate. The Silent Bob to my J, the Robin to my Batman, as it were. And it's that other guy named
Greg.
He's Greg.
Yeah.
And so welcome to episode fucking 7.
Yeah.
7. Episode 7. Feels like we've been doing this podcast for a year and a half.
That's because we might have not been.
Yes, definitely not at the DSE-8 station there, not in Bremerton, Kitsap, Washington.
Not in
not in the Kia Forte.
The Kia Forte. I
never did that.
Ford Focus.
That's right. Korea's Ford Focus. They would agree.
Yeah.
And with that being said, welcome to this show. Episode 7 is going to be kick-ass.
Episode 7 has a special place in our heart because when we did episode 7 on another podcast that we didn't do, that is our benchmark gold standard episode.
You know, what's funny about that is I actually was thinking about going on TikTok and finding that speech and surprising you with it.
Oh my God.
But I was like, not today. We already had tons of content.
We're chock full of content today.
Yeah. We had tons of content.
So ask me who I'm wearing now. Is that appropriate?
Yes.
I am wearing, I'm a huge Giants fan. Obviously, you can see. Today I'm wearing
Willie McGovey.
Johnny LeMaster.
Johnny LeMaster.
And I'm wearing this ironically because probably there's 3 people in the world that remember this guy. He was the shortstop for the Giants in the 70s. And he would hit 586 through May and then end up the season betting 210. So he was like the Giants. They would be great in May, then they'd have the famous June swoon. And Johnny LeMaster, I remember him because he always tried to give himself a nickname. He always tried to get everybody to call him Johnny Lee. at the beginning of the season, and it always ended up being Johnny Disaster. So I wear this ironically because it's the black, and it's also my favorite Giants logo. So there you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
And see, and that's what we do. We have our fun, heartwarming little anecdotes of our childhood, and obviously we hate baseball.
Right.
Baseball had no effect on us in our childhood at all.
None.
No bobbleheads and memorabilia of any kind surrounding us.
Yeah. And we actually went to the Mariners game. Who they played? Do you remember?
They play, I want to say Chicago White Sox.
Did they?
I think it was the White Sox.
Sure,
yeah.
why not? Yeah.
That's why.
So that was good, and that was Ichiro bobblehead day.
Yep.
And if there were 56,000 people at the stadium, 55,999 were smoking weed, and me.
He's still convinced that everybody there was fucking token up.
God, those garlic fries tasted good.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah.
And what's crazy? Remember, we literally sat down at the most random fucking spot ever, and we're just sitting there eating and shit, and like all of a sudden this dude turns around, and it's like one of my buddies.
That's right.
That our kids grew up together. We coached fucking Little League and junior football together, and I was like, Doug, holy shit! And I'm like, out of all the people to fucking run into at a Mariners game, like 35,000 people, and we sit right behind Doug.
God,
that was fucking crazy. Doug, if you watch this, what's up, Dougie?
Yeah, good game.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
Yeah,
I actually took him to a fucking Sea Dragons game. Yeah, too bad the fucking XFL fucked up and didn't give Seattle a team this year.
What was the Sea Dragons quarterback's name again?
Benedinici. And I started that before Brandon Perna.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you saw my show and was like, that's comedy gold. I gotta fucking steal that shit. And then he's literally would do like Benedinici. I'm like, dude, okay, Cartman from fucking dude, whatever. Well, he took my shit and made it viral.
The shit we do is getting ripped off.
Yeah. Dude,
like from multiple
KSW.
shows. Yeah.
Dude, we've literally done fucking entire episodes around a subject matter or story, and then I'm listening to fucking KSW on the way to work, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck, men's room?
Yeah.
Stealing our shit.
Right.
Thinking that you're the first ones put it out there.
You know who I blame?
It's because we have 90 followers.
you know who I blame?
Huh.
Fucking Blaine in New Zealand.
Yeah. It's him and April's fault.
Yeah.
Him and April and Jill are just out there planning all
Carmen.
this shit. Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
Sons of bitches.
So back in the day, we did have listeners in like 12 different countries.
Back in the day, he means like 6 months ago.
6 months ago, but then I decided I couldn't drive at night, so we couldn't do this for a while, and blah, blah, blah. So here we are. Yada, yada, yada. Here we are.
Yada, yada, yada.
Okay.
Again.
That was the longest ever.
That was
the longest ever.
We both just got 2 more gray hairs during the duration of that.
God.
So to get the show rolling, guys, because we're really excited about this episode.
We are.
Another oldie but goodie. And this is one of our favorite Guess That scenarios.
Yes.
And it's our version of Florida Man.
Because
Florida.
Because Florida.
We even got a little jingle. Well, I got a jingle. He hasn't learned this one. It took him a while just to learn the intro song.
Yeah, it takes me a couple episodes, so I'm just gonna do some interpretive.
And it sounds nothing like the intro song. It's crazy.
Huh.
Florida man, doing everything that a Florida man can. It's Florida man, proving America's a little fucked up. All right.
And you know where
Florida?
You know where Florida is?
Smack dab in the middle of you, next to Delhi.
New Delhi.
The confluence of the Rio Grande, the Nile, the
Colorado,
the Amazon, the one of those, the Colorado,
sure.
And it goes from the Caspian Sea
uphill
into the Black Sea that's on top of Mount Everest. That's just science.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
And
I have a map somewhere.
I put you on the spot right there. This
map was produced by AI. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It was definitely not me.
There were
scribbling on the map of.
There were Sharpies involved.
There might have been. There might have been a Sharpie.
A Sharpie.
Different colors.
A Bigly Sharpie.
Yeah, and it's not a map of Lord of the Rings.
No.
Nope, definitely not that. Anyway, so the first, here we go. Guess that scenario, Florida man style. And did you guys know how we roll? We got to do the hot sauce. Okay. Hey, we already did the Naga sauce last time. Okay. So we're going to like skip that one unless he fucks up or something on, well, no, that wouldn't work. If I get it right before the end.
I will take a shot at, your hot sauce when you get it right, finally.
Okay. It's supposed to be my punishment. I just like to see you sweat.
No.
But whatever. So
there's possible death involved too, because the time I almost died when I had the gummy bear. Yeah.
And another thing that we forgot about our show is this show is not sponsored by Michelob Ultra.
Yeah.
I'm only trying this because it's still beer, and I figured it's less calories. And if my beer can is skinny, then so am I. That's just science.
Plus, you kind of hate yourself.
Kind of. Yeah, because it tastes like rice syrup water. Alcoholic rice syrup water. That's definitely not what it is. A little pebble of hops in there for some flavor.
Some flavor. So it can be called beer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Even though it's like rice syrup,
barley soda. Hops water.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a little Corolla of beers.
So actually, also shout out to my friend Sean in Detroit. He was actually playing along with his lady friend, and he was texting me while he was watching the show, and he goes, dude, I can't believe you're eating hot sauce after you almost died.
Yeah.
And I said, well, anything for the show.
Wow, you think that's weird? You just wait till what he has in store for the next goddamn Guess That scenario.
I've got a new Guess That scenario that I'm going to try, and there is possible death involved, and I haven't even been able to use this device yet, and Mike was actually not comfortable using it today. He wants me to practice with this thing first.
I want Julie to play with him first.
Yeah.
See how the pony trots, as it were, before we all get old galloping up in here.
Okay.
So what he just said. Yeah. I love the euphemisms because it literally could mean anything.
It could be.
And it sounds a little dirty. A little bit. But the hot sauce that he'll be punishing me with today is dumbass hot sauce, because I'm a dumbass and I fucking love hot sauce.
You could call that differently abled hot sauce too.
Differently abled hot sauce. That's right. And I'm going to actually put it up here where my little husky is so you guys can see what I'm in store for if I fuck up. Put a little husky over there.
Okay, while you get ready, do you want me to go ahead and start reading the story?
Yes. I'm ready, dude.
Florida.
I was born ready.
Dateline, Florida. This happened in St. Petersburg.
St. Petersburg.
Investigators allege, this is a female now, so it's not Florida man, it's Florida
whoa man. Whoa man.
Right. Whoa man. I'm gonna go ahead and use the whole name because it's a matter of record. Celia Barrett, 35, caused a drunken disturbance Sunday evening at the race track, with no K at the end, race track.
Race track. Fast track.
Race track.
Track phone.
Gas station in St. Petersburg, Florida. Upon arriving naked and drunk, this woman caused a disturbance. I guess she had gone there the day before, and she got kicked out for she had gone there so many times that she was they got her for trespassing.
Mm-hmm.
And then so Sunday she came back naked around 6:40 in the afternoon, threatened two workers with a weapon, saying that she was going to kill them. Do you know this one?
No.
Oh,
but I'm just
okay.
It's Florida. Of course, there's a weapon involved.
Okay. So when the officers showed up, what did she start? This is not the question, but what did she start doing? She's naked. What did she start doing? She started playing with the little man in the boat.
Oh my God! Of course she did.
Yeah, she started doing the little.
Of course
diddle.
She did.
She started doing the diddle.
I was actually hoping you were going to say she was hanging out with a dude who had built a bonfire in the middle of his cul-de-sac, had some samurai swords and what's nots and was like drinking a big old bottle of Captain Morgan. Different story, but actually still had
no. She started flicking the bean.
Yeah,
yeah.
The mind of Ill Repute finds the most wonderful stories.
That's not the mind. It's okay. The mind of Ill Repute describes it that way.
Was she flicking the bean with the weapon that she brought?
I can't tell you because
you. Is that part of what I get to guess?
You have to guess what the weapon was.
That's what I was hoping for. But the masturbation part is just like the weird cherry on top of this.
You know, the chef's kiss.
Yeah. Faux show.
If you could call a 35-year-old woman masturbating in public a chef's kiss. Are we getting canceled? Can you feel that getting? Are we dancing on the edge of being canceled? Probably not, actually.
Well, I mean, we know what that feels like. This is a familiarity we basically got
kicked off the air before for being too profane.
Yeah, and like our mission statement was we were going to be a lot more family adjacent.
Right, family adjacent.
The last time.
By the way, we are like 1,000 F words behind.
Yes.
If this is like the old podcast.
Yeah.
So we're doing pretty well. Hey, here we go. So what weapon was she brandishing? So she was charged with aggravated assault, disorderly intoxication, trespass, criminal mischief, and exposure of sexual organs. Because Florida. Thank you, Florida. Thank you, Florida. What was she brandishing? Are you ready?
I am. I was born ready for this shit.
Was she brandishing an Olympic regulation javelin? Okay. A carrot peeler. A live ferret. And wow. I'm sorry, this is what it said.
Live ferret's considered a weapon.
a Gemini double dong, which is apparently an 18-inch black dildo.
The name is self-explanatory. Yeah.
Okay.
Yup.
I had to look it up. I didn't have to.
I had to look it up. Wow. If Julie can see your search history.
Or a broom handle with brass knuckles duct taped on the end.
There's 5 options?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna first. Can I get the guess now?
Or a meth gator.
Oh, there's fucking 6. So I'm definitely going meth gator first.
Yeah. So you've got an Olympic regulation javelin, a carrot peeler, a live ferret, a Gemini double dong. I hope it's that one actually.
Fucking Greg.
Or a broom handle with brass knuckles duct taped to the end.
Well, my first obvious one is fucking ferret, dude. Because Florida's so fucked up. It just could be ferrets. I'm just saying.
That's entirely legit.
That's one thing I know about Florida. If you go weirdest, you can't be wrong all the time.
Well, wasn't there a guy that like threatened, like threw an alligator through the drive-thru?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, he assaulted a drive-through window fucking employee.
Where would we be without Florida? Really? So what's your...
You know what we would be without Florida? Fucking New Zealand.
We would be, yeah, exactly. We'd be talking about Blaine in New Zealand.
It is the thing that breaks
the equilibrium. Go to hell, Blaine.
Yeah. Florida and Texas break the equilibrium.
Yeah.
So
you're saying...
I'm saying ferret.
So the last time...
All right.
No.
Oh, darn. You get to make me burn my mouth with some jackass sauce. Here we go. Jackass sauce. He gets to pour it on there, and then we're going to show you. Because I don't want people to think I'm
No. I'm gonna go easy. Ooh. Stuff is kind of...
And you put it on the meat part.
Well,
that's the handle, man. What if I have to pee later? What are you trying to do to me?
You know your way around the handle.
Yeah.
The handle on the meat. How old am I?
All right, so he's got quite a bit on there.
Yeah, I do, actually.
And that's some pretty hot shit, so... All right. Jackass sauce.
For the differently abled.
Mm-hmm. Oh, shit.
Is that?
Yeah, here's a pretty... It's got capsaicin oil in it.
Okay. I don't know what that is. Capsaicin?
It's the hot shit in the peppers.
Oh, okay.
Done in a concentrated oil.
Nice.
So they make a sauce that's made from habaneros, and then they can make it like 150,000 Scoville units with a couple drops.
Nice.
And you know what? It works.
Is it kicking your ass right now? Well,
it's working.
Thank goodness you've got your your hops, rice, barley water.
Mm-hmm. Science says that beer makes it worse.
Oh.
God damn. Anyway.
Okay, so we are.
What were the options again?
We're down to an Olympic regulation javelin, a carrot peeler, a Gemini double dong, or a broom handle with brass knuckles duct taped to the end.
The dildo thing just sounds like you. Definitely mine ability.
Do you know how many times I've heard that? Yeah.
Ouch. Okay, so
you better hope you get it on the next one.
Holy shit.
Again, javelin, carrot peeler, Gemini double dong. I have to say like the whole title every time I say that. Or the broom handle with the brass knuckles.
I'm gonna say broom handle with brass knuckles. No. Oh shit. Thought for sure that was like homemade fucking armor. She's naked. And she's like, well, I just went to the garage. And
we may or may not have done another story about a child's rifle fastened to someone's leg while he drove.
That was definitely
we should probably not. I mean, if we start talking about that, we're going to start talking about like mud shrimp, and we can't do that.
Man, I got to need that wing, dude. Come on now. Son of a bitch.
We did a mud trip story.
Start bringing up the fucking goddamn.
We didn't do a mud trip story.
Blue waffle monologues and shit. People like, what the fuck is that? Yeah, its name should be self-explanatory.
Don't look up blue waffles or the on
those of you who don't know the
Urban Dictionary, and definitely don't look up Green Bay butter churner or Alabama hot pocket. Do not look those up.
Dirty Sanchez.
All right. So what part of the meat do you want me to just touch up for you?
From here down or something. Okay.
I'll go easy.
Hot damn.
All right, there. I really, really hope you do not get the next one now.
Because then I got to go to that shit.
Yeah.
All right, so what? We're down to what? Javelin and what?
Javelin, carrot peeler, or a Gemini double dong.
Fucking carrot peeler. Jeez. Why is that? Seems like it's the one. Of course, you had to come up with like 5 options this time. You're like, he made it too fast last time.
Yeah, you figured it out too fast last time. Oh, by the way, this is a picture of the woman too. I mean,
of course.
Yeah. Jeez. Looks pretty rough, actually.
Javelin, carrot peeler, and dildo?
No, it's not a dildo. It's a Gemini double dong.
Oh, God. It's a Gemini like a fucking brand name?
It just feels so good to say that for some.
Oh, God, it doesn't help. It only helps while it's in your mouth. Then when you swallow it, it doesn't help at all anymore.
I can't think of a single off-color thing to say about that.
Okay. Man, I thought this was a really good idea until I was like facing the scorpion sauce. It's fucking already on straight now. I'm gonna say carrot peeler, dude. Please be carrot peeler. God damn it! Oh yeah!
No, I'm upset because you got it right.
Mm-hmm.
She was brandishing a carrot peeler.
I was like javelin. Mm-hmm.
That's so kind of off that it might be it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that was from the Mind of Ill Repute. So she brandished a carrot peeler naked in a gas station at 6:40 on a Sunday evening and started masturbating when the police were there.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So, in Florida, that's, Sunday.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And they were like, well, why did you do it? And she was,
It's like, well, tomorrow's my day off. And then if you don't get that, you didn't listen to the other shit.
Tomorrow I'm going to go visit my boyfriend
oh my gosh.
That lives on a cul-de-sac that's going to do some book work. What was he burning?
Oh, God.
You can't think straight right now.
I don't remember, dude. It was a long time ago, man.
Yeah, have some.
It was like an old couch or something.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway.
Like later on, I'll just be like, "Oh, I remember now."
So,
my face is not.
Are you ready for the next one, or do you need to like tell your story so you can like calm down a little bit?
I'll tell. Whew.
Okay.
So, So back when we were doing the Spotify podcast, we had this listener feedback thing, and if you guys know of like really like what the fuck news or motherfucker saying what news story or any kind of guess that scenario subject matter that you want to share, you can put it in the comments or a link or whatever it is, or find a way to DM one of us if you know us, and we will share it on the show.
Yeah, and we're so needy and starved for love that we'll pretty much read anything you guys write down.
So, god damn, dude. Woo! Things are happening. Wow. Okay, so this was our first what do we call it? Loyal listeners smack back. Because it was talking smack with Greg and Mike.
Smack.
So this is a loyal listener smack back. Yeah. And this is from one of our ex-coworkers and loyal listeners. And her name is Leslie.
Shout out Leslie.
And she sent in, oh my God. Yeah. A story. God damn, dude.
That's
the beer and the hot sauce together is not working together, man. It's like there's lava gurgling like a volcano.
The hot sauce is only going to get worse starting next week because I'm bringing over like the Hot Ones hot sauce.
Well, the last dab. That's like a fucking million Scoville units.
It's.
And I'm pretty sure this is only 150,000, and I'm fucking
the other
struggling.
One is the other one is either 2 or 3 million.
Oh, yeah. No, wonderful. No, so you'll be able to see both of us die.
The bottle was like $30.
Yeah.
So
okay, so Leslie sent in this story, and I literally was like, "What the fuck?" And it was literally, I think it's a YouTube channel. And the content creator for the channel is telling his own story about how he learned to wipe. Okay.
Wait.
How he learned how to wipe his butt.
Okay.
So the story goes, this guy spent like 4 or 5 years of his adult life not going to the bathroom in public places. Like he would literally go out of his way to drive home and poop. And people were like, okay, that's weird.
So he never took a dump on the side of the freeway in Utah?
Never. Nothing.
Oh, no, that was me.
Yeah, that was definitely you. Chocolate Waterfall. Anyway, episode 3. Yeah, check out episode 3 if you want to know what we're talking about. So nobody would have known this story if not for his brother walking in on him. And then basically he was like, well, now this makes sense. Okay.
Brothers, man.
So guy was like, so when he was a little kid, his parents would always make him lean forward and they would wipe his butt. And in his mind, he's like, oh, they're watching so they can see that my butt is clean. Right. And so when they were potty training him, they would just close the door and let him be. So as a little kid, he was like, well, I want to make sure I can get it all. And so he would climb up on the bathroom sink and he would bend over and look between his legs and wipe and then drop it in the toilet and then, rinse and repeat until he could see that it was clean. Right. And so his entire childhood, he does this. High school, refuses to go to the bathroom. He sees people going in the stalls and he's like, what the hell? I don't understand. So he's literally avoiding public restrooms most of his life.
It's like this private, weird self-shame thing going on.
So he goes to college. He graduates college.
He gets a job. He goes back home and he's like at his parents' house, right? And he's in the bathroom. He does his thing. He's up on the fucking counter.
Yeah.
And he's doing his thing. And his brother walks in. He's like, oh my God, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, what? I'm wiping my ass. And he's like, dude, like that? And he's like, well, I have to be able to see. And he's like, look at the paper, man. Just look at the toilet paper. When there's nothing on there, it's clean. And he was like, you spent 24 years of your life climbing on fucking bathroom sinks? And it's like, I didn't know there was any other way. How did you not know? I was like, this dude is like, got to be partially autistic.
Oh my God.
Or he literally just made this whole story up for his fucking YouTube channel. But I was like, I so hope to God this is fucking real. I Googled it just to fucking see if I could find that story. The only thing you can find is this fucking YouTube thing. If you properly Google for it. Like, you have to be so fucking descriptive in your search. It's like a fucking paragraph. God. And I was like, thank you, Leslie, for sharing this wonderful story that's so fucking hard to vet. It's just one of those random things.
How did Leslie know about this?
She was fucking on the internet, man. She was
Leslie, you are first of all, Leslie's a goddamn freak.
She was of our ilk.
She's a goddamn freak.
Yeah.
Which is why we're friends with her in the first place. So just a little background story is, like, when we didn't work for Amazon, like in the beginning, there'd be like 50 drivers all just kind of milling around. And the sick, messed up people just kind of like automatically gravitate towards each other.
Yeah.
And so we would have like this little like semi-group, like within the group of the people like no one else wanted to talk to, because our content of what we would talk about was so disturbing that like people, hey, what are you guys talking about? Oh, we're talking about rainbow monkeys and armadillos. And you're like, okay, well
all right, dude, you guys have fun with that.
Yeah, have a good route today. Yeah, but Leslie was right there with us the whole time.
Oh yeah. We knew right away when she was like a new hire and she kind of like joined our little group.
Yeah. And so along with Dolan and Amanda, and then we had Melissa on the pad. They're like our little like core group.
Davey McDavid Dave. Yep.
Yeah.
All our peeps.
Johnny Woo.
Johnny Woo. We miss that Johnny Woo.
Yeah.
We need to have a little fucking like barbecue or something, man.
Yeah. Set it up, Johnny.
I mean, you guys can come over here too. I'm going to try to clean my yard up and shit. So if you notice, the front deck is a little bit different than the last time you were here. I actually did some work out there.
Well, no, you did. But I'm really disappointed that the dog ball tree is not in full bloom.
Yet. It will be.
To catch you guys up, Mike has a pear tree out front. I swim at the YMCA, and for whatever reason, there's always some old man in the locker room, like airing his marble bag out, and it looks like dog balls, especially when you're like standing behind him. Not that I want to look, but
Greg's just like,
you kind of have
oh
to.
God, no! I made eye contact with the balls.
Yeah. So I ruined his pear tree by calling it the old man dog ball tree, and that's pretty much what it is now.
Oh God,
but
I
it does look
no
nice
hot
outside.
hands.
It does. So
it's a work in progress. So
thank you, Leslie.
I'm not going to be going to like 5 baseball games and fucking 2 concerts and all that shit this summer. So I got other priorities. And catching up on yard work and projects and household chores and shit is.
Well, it's good that you just
in my
have
game
like
plan.
The ladder.
Yeah, this is literally the only fun I have in my life now.
Is it?
I work and like take care of my father that's in hospice and take care of all the other fucking adulting bullshit that I have to do, and then I'm like, hey, it's Thursday. Me and Greg could fucking joke around and pretend that we're happy for an hour.
I have a super stressful job, so this is my outlet too.
The sad factory.
I'm not going to say where I work or what I do.
Yeah,
but the place I work, I call the sadness factory.
Yep. He is my hero, and he is one of our heroes. Which is one of my favorite songs by everybody knows my favorite rock star Billy Idol, who sings that song. We could be heroes just for one day.
Billy Idol.
And if you fucking say David Bowie or whoever the fuck that guy is, I don't fucking know what you're talking about.
It's not David Bowie. It's David Bowie.
Oh, okay. The guy, he invented the Bowie knife.
Yeah.
That's okay. Because one of my favorite YouTubers, Dusty Smith, with the Cult of Dusty show. If you don't do the Cult of Dusty,
has he ripped
then
us
you don't
off
do
yet?
the fucking internet right.
Has he ripped us off yet? He will.
But he turned me on to the amazing nuances of the Billy Idol song, We Could Be Heroes.
Yeah.
And so that is my homage to you.
Yes.
My favorite Billy Idol song, We Could Be Heroes,
is anyway,
dedicated to Greg because he helps people and he fixes things.
I help people with their journeys.
Yes.
We'll just
so
say that.
when I had a psychology class and I had a teacher that gave me like this wonderful like kind of perspective on shit, that there's two types of people in most people's lives. There's anchors and there's lifters, right? And like you're kind of this thing in the middle, and the kind of people you associate yourself with have a lot to do with how you ascend and descend into your life, right? And a lot of people have a lot of anchors in their life and they suck. Those are people that their life suck. They hate themselves. They hate fucking everything. And they self-loathing and misery loves company. So they want to bring you down with them. So like they have comfort in that their fucking shitty life isn't as bad because yours is bad too. And then there's other people that like, no, fuck that. I'm going places and I want you to come with me. I'm bringing you with me. You know what I'm saying? Jerry Maguire, who's coming with me, right? Those people, you want to be one of those people. And if you have been helped by a lifter, that's what helps motivate people to become lifters for other people. And that's how I see you.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? You were someone that got lifted and now you're helping lift other people. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you got to go like this. Yeah. Thank you.
I'll do a giant explosion animation that I don't have the ability to do. So I'll put up like a flash picture.
So, and you'll notice that like I'm not drinking beer because I haven't had any alcohol in over 5 years. So that's part of what we're talking about. But not to belabor that. But so basically, my outlet, my self-care, is this show, and of course my blushing bride that I am allowed to go home to every night, and it's like since I took on this role of what I do, if it's even possible, I'm dumber when I get home. I'm even more stupid when I'm around my wife, and I say just like the dumbest things ever. It's kind of like I swing the other way because I don't like.
So your body's just like, you help people?
Yeah. Yeah. There is no shortness of making fun of me.
Hey,
but I wouldn't have it any other way.
So as long as you can save all your weird and goofiness for this, I'm happy.
Yeah, and
I'm a happy Mike.
And when I'm talking about so Mike named my Brains and Mind of Ill Repute, and I named his Hellscape.
Because I'm just disturbingly odd, and you're a little pervy.
Yeah, and so this is me. When I talk about like Gemini double dongs, that's actually me filtering myself.
Yeah, so, he wants to be much worse. Believe me.
Yeah.
The worst best podcast known to man that never actually really existed, but kind of did still because there might never be one episode that might still be on there someday. If one wanted to maybe search the dark web of the internets.
I think we lasted 13 episodes.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, it got bad. It got fucking bad,
and
dude.
Then it got worse.
Like, you made my gag reflex dance a jig a few times. So I was like, whoa.
Yeah. And, being the father of the year that I am, my two daughters loved it.
Yeah, and it's fucked up, man.
The better.
I can't hear somebody eat a tuna fish sandwich and not think of that old episodes. The old episodes of that show. I can't.
We've ruined a lot of things for a lot of people.
I hear people stir oatmeal, and I'm just like, Greg, goddamn you! Or you ruined oatmeal for me.
Maybe if you can't find like the skeleton of a bird.
Oh, I thought it was a squirrel.
Was it a squirrel? Okay, it was a skeleton. It was a
skeleton of some small whittling animal.
Somebody could not find the skeleton
of an
animal that was
may or may not be in the folds of someone's skin.
Okay.
So
moving on.
Segment 3, another guess that scenario.
So are you going to do the hot sauce again, or are we just going to?
Yeah, I think I'm good. I think I've recovered. So
this one's a little.
I think I'm ready to put on my big boy pants.
This is more of a quick hitter. I did an entire show about India, which is right next to Florida, blah, 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 uphill, upstream. That's where it is. So this is about
it happened in India version of
India. Right.
Okay. So it happened in India.
So all I'm going to say is this has to do with an animal.
Of course.
And it has to do with someone.
Bus driving monkeys.
Someone. Damn it. Someone or something getting arrested.
Something getting
arrested.
Someone
or something getting arrested. So I'm just going to give you.
Please tell me the officers were police geese. Again, we're just fucking Easter eggs of all the fucking old shows.
Police geese. That was it. That was
the old Spotify one.
Japan,
yeah.
Or China.
Yeah, the fucking police geese. That's a real fucking thing. Look it up.
And I can talk about Japan and China because I'm quarter Asian. So I did.
Sensei.
So, yeah.
Hey, we're canceled again. We got like fourth time this episode, so it's all good. So anyway, we're cool. We're good.
I've got more to talk about 23andMe because something just happened to my family that we found out.
Oh shit!
Like, listen, I can't do that yet because I need to have some conversations with some other people.
Don't be a jive turkey.
Yeah,
now.
I might not even bring it up.
Jesus, man.
I might not even go into depth, but.
So does that mean you're Blasian?
Let's just say
you and Tiger Woods, baby.
That Cablation. Let's just say that if you do 23andMe, buckle up because something's going to happen.
Right.
That's all I'm going to say. Okay. People that you think, you know what? We're done with that.
Back to India. Wait a minute.
Back to India. Okay.
Kenya. I'm cousins with Barack Obama. God damn it! How'd that happen?
Kenya hardly knew him.
Right.
Anyway, so here are 5 different scenarios, and you got to tell me which one is right. A West Bengal botanical zoological gardens monkey got euthanized because it used a frog as a masturbatory sleeve. Okay, that's one.
So face fucked a frog to death.
Yeah, like they took the little frog and did its business with the frog's mouth, and so they apparently it happened in front of like a school full of children.
Oh my god, dude!
So they had to euthanize the monkey. Okay, that's the first one.
All right, hellscape time.
Yeah.
I just imagine when Greg's surfing the internet, he's just like, not pervy enough. Wait. Masturbating with a frog. Definitely going on the show. Definitely going on the show. So that's why I figured, like, that's how you vet your shit.
It all depends on if I was wearing pants when I.
Wow. Are you like a method actor, like a method researcher? You're like, I got to get into character, man.
That's like, did you know?
Jesus Christ.
Was it Christian Bale that had? No. Oh God, who was it? Somebody had to like one of those like Christian Bale or whoever that's like the huge method actor had someone push him around in a wheelchair like for 4 months while they were filming this movie. Like I forget what it was. It wasn't Christian Bale, but it was like something like that. And
that's crazy.
If you want to check out method actors, look up what Christian Bale did in The Machinist.
Oh yeah, that's nuts.
Oh God,
dude, Holocaust patient.
He got down to 121 pounds.
That's nuts.
Every day he'd eat 1 can of tuna and like saltines. That's all he would eat. Anyway, so we've got the masturbating monkey with a frog. We've got a trainer who was arrested. This is in India, so they've got like different types of.
So I have to guess which one of these stories is real.
Is real, yeah, because the other ones are made up. Yeah. Okay. The other one was
the frog thing. Definitely sounds like you know.
He was caught masturbating while he was watching the pygmy hippos fornicate.
Okay, so he was an employee.
He was an employee at the zoo, and he was.
He's rubbing one out, watching the animals get it on.
The pygmy
Let's
hippos.
get it on.
The pygmy hippos.
Pygmy. Oh, so like little tiny hippos.
A Christian dog was arrested for disrupting a Jumu'ah, which is a weekly Islamic church gathering.
A Christian dog?
A Christian dog was arrested for disturbing...
Roof, bow, wow.
Yeah, or ran in and bit somebody. So a Christian dog disrupted...
How does a dog declare its religious beliefs?
It was owned by Christian family or something, right?
Oh, so just... what? So your dog automatically believes in whatever invisible man in the sky you believe in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A parrot was arrested for swearing at an 85-year-old woman.
I know that one's real. We covered that story like a year ago.
Did we?
Yes.
Well, that might be. Well, let me just say the last one at least, and then I'll eat it hot sauce.
Okay.
So the last one that may or may not be the answer. Did we really do that one before?
Yeah.
God, I'm so stupid.
You actually covered that story. It's like the fucking parrot was like swearing or something. They're like swearing back and forth because like the swearing is illegal.
Okay. Well, the last one is a 19-year-old Ishan Devi was arrested for debasing a cow.
Wow. So, dude, really?
Because
now, if the old lady would have like sexually abused the parrot, that would have been a great story. The old lady got arrested for sexually molesting a parrot. That's how I knew that was. We covered that story, but you kind of like you had a pattern, and then that was like, which one of these things is not like the other? Which one of these things does not belong?
I just didn't want you to eat more hot sauce.
Right? Yeah. All right, dude. You get the dumbass sauce.
All right, we'll dump it on my meat.
Oh shit! Oh, dropping my microphone, my mini microphone. All right, what do you want? A flat or a wing or a drumette?
A drumette.
The drumette had more meat.
I was going for the. I can't think of anything. Oh, okay. So if I die, you can have my jerseys.
No. Did you bring something to drink?
No, I'm just gonna raw dog this one.
What?
Yeah.
Shit. I can go get you something. I can get you some ice water.
Right.
You're probably gonna need some ice water, dude.
I deserve this because I told the story. Because when I was writing down like 85-year-old and the parrot, I'm like, I've read this before.
Yeah. If it sounded familiar, it's because we covered it.
That's hot.
That's what I'm saying. You want to tell your walk of shame story of when you quit your job?
Oh.
While I go get you some ice water. So everybody, last segment of the show. This is one of my favorite personal segments, and it's stories of the day back of the old-timey years of yesteryear with old Dunkle Gregor.
Old-timey story hour with
old Dunkle Greg. So go ahead and tell your story, and I'm going to get you some ice water.
All right. You might want to give me a tissue, too.
Okay. Oh, there's my paper towels right behind you on the the Donald Trump toilet brush scrubber that was going to be one of our fake sponsors in an episode.
Big league. So anyway, now that we're alone, let me tell you what I really think of Mike. So anyway, I was working at this job. It was a call center, and I'm not going to say the name of it, but it was in Utah, and there were probably like 800 employees there, like tons of people. Huge cafeteria that looked like a food court from a mall. I mean, gigantic. Had a huge window, so keep that in mind. So this is when I was deep in my addiction, and I would go to, after work, I'd go to my favorite restaurant, 7-Eleven, and I would buy a whole pizza. And this pizza was a breakfast pizza that had breakfast sausage instead of pepperoni, and had a white sauce instead of a red sauce. I'd also buy an entire bottle of like the worst whiskey that money could buy. So I'd polish off both of them. And the next day, I made the mistake of wearing white pants to work. Okay. And so I'm going to fast forward. So I, all of a sudden, my stomach started kicking back. The whole place is filled. I leave the cafeteria. I go to the bathroom, and I almost made it, which means I did not make it. So I shit myself.
In the white pants.
Ruining my socks. Okay. So, by the way, this is also when I weighed like 350, right? So I'm going 350 pounds. big, fat, sweaty guy that's probably still drunk. Like I shit myself all the way down the back of my pants as I barely made it, and then I went to the bathroom. So now I have to. So I'm parked like a quarter mile away. But the problem is the front door between the bathroom and the front door is the huge window that goes straight to the cafeteria where there's like 100 people. So I'm walking past the front door like this. I have no socks on. I have no underwear on because that was destroyed as well. So now I'm trying to walk like this past the door. And then you talk about the walk of shame. The walk of shame was there is no hiding in a parking lot. So I just made a beeline to my truck. I quit. I never went back. Like I quit my job because I was so embarrassed that I shit myself. Shit myself twice more on the way home.
You know, it's crazy. So I've always imagined
in my truck, you know, oh God, it was really bad.
I always imagined that you were bad. Like a legend at that place after that. Like there'll be like old timers that worked there for years and be like, remember that guy?
Remember Greg? That guy?
He worked here for like really short amount of time. He like shit himself really bad and then like walked off and then never came back. Like you're a legend. You're a legend, dude.
I was there for like including training. I was there for like a month. So
long enough to know people.
Long enough to know people. But I'm an acquired taste, okay? I'm not likable when you first meet me. Mm-hmm. It's pretty much well known. You acquire a taste for me. So I didn't have any time to like build up any goodwill with anybody.
Yeah.
So I was just like that fucking guy, you know.
So that's going to have to wrap it up, guys. This has been almost an hour-long show.
Wow.
We're going to try to keep them around 45 minutes, but it's impossible when you get us together.
When you start talking about Gemini double dons,
yeah,
you know, you throw the rules out the window.
Throw some hot sauce in there with gets that scenarios, and Mikey's happy.
Yeah. Anyway.
So, and until next time, keep it strange, y'all.
Keep it inappropriate and weird.
And enjoy your awkward TikTok moment of the day.
I can't wait to see what it is.
I made cinnamon rolls out of my yeast infection, and I have to say, they turned out pretty damn good. These are actually what I gave my husband for Valentine's Day. It's cinnamon rolls made from not only the yeast for my yeast infection, but also my breast milk. So it's like really natural. And when he tried it, he noticed immediately that they tasted a little different than they normally do when I make him cinnamon rolls. And he was like, what did you do differently? It's really good. And I said, actually, it was my yeast infection and breast milk, you know? One thing I will say is they taste like almost like sourdough. Like they're a little more sour than like a normal cinnamon roll would be. And I think that's due to it being like yeast from my body. But overall, I mean, they're good. He liked them. He did say they were different, but like not in a bad way.